anyone else had any questions?
I do have a comment I'd like to make before we adjourn related to the public comments we've heard. I just want to bring to the board's attention that the time for school board, the school board election process to begin is July 31st of this month, the 31st of this month. And it ends, the time for signing up for school board elections ends on August 7th. And so if our board was to have any interest in reconsidering the plan that was put forth last September, it would be imperative that we do so this month. In September, I opposed the plan that was put forth. I actually did it for the wrong reasons, though. I'm admitting that I did not have the lawfully correct reasons to oppose it. I supported a plan that would have been less than 5 elections to return Pine Bluff to full local control. I supported 2 elections to do so. My argument was more people vote in even year presidential and gubernatorial elections, and so let's set the board up to be elected in those elections. I have been convinced since then that the law is clear that it should be returned in 1 election. And given that we were returning it to local control last September, that could not be accomplished in November of last year. That would leave this November to be the time for it to be returned to full local control in 1 election. I do respect that there are people on the other side of this argument that believe that the process that was implemented is a good process and promotes stability, and having been involved in a school district that was under state control and returned to local control, and the frustrations that exist in that relationship, I get it, and I understand the desire for continuity over a period of time and stability. I get all of those arguments. I come back to, I believe that the law tells us, and I'm just one of 9 of us. I do not speak for the board, and in my comments that I believe we should return them in 1 election, I do not adopt the comments that were made today about discrimination. I'm not agreeing with Ms. Wright or Mr. Wright. I'm just, from my own perspective, I do believe that we should return Pine Bluff to local control in 1 election and let the people of Pine Bluff elect a school board. My hope would be that they would elect the people that are already serving. They seem to be doing a good job. They have a good vision. I appreciate the work that's going on there. But I believe my 1 of 9 votes would be that we return them in 1 election this November, and that we do so soon so that people in Pine Bluff that are interested in being on the school board would be able to sign up for the school board election for this November. I would be interested in a special meeting to do so. I'm just 1 of 9. I don't want to belabor the point if that is not, if my opinion is not shared by anyone else, but if it were shared by someone else, then potentially there's a discussion to be had about that.
Our bylaws state that a special meeting can be called at the request of 3 members of the board.